What's up? This is Trey with Vertical Jump Prime coming to you with Q&A with Trey number 4. First question from KB Titan 24: How to get out of the habit of eating food that will lower your results? Alright, so basically, best thing you can do to get out of the habit, in my opinion, is to just eliminate bad food or junk food. Eliminate it from your house. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Eliminate it from the place where you live, because usually what happens is if you have, junk food laying around the house, you just casually eat it without even noticing. You know what I'm saying? You just eat it subconsciously. Like sometimes you find that you go in the bag of chips and take out some chips and eat some chips, and you don't even realize it, until later. You're like, man, I shouldn't have ate them chips, or whatever. You was eating a cookie, you was eating too much cookies, or whatever, because it's just there. You know what I'm saying? It's too easy to access it. Like, you can just take it whenever you want. Now, if you eliminate it completely from your house, like, you don't even have a choice. Like, you can't eat it. You know what I'm saying? So just eliminate, junk food from your house, period. If you're serious about that, you know what I'm saying? If you live with your parents, talk to your parents about it. Tell them that you know you want to start practicing a healthier lifestyle. You want to start eating better, and you want to set yourself up for success. You want to be surrounded by good food. You know what I'm saying? You want to be surrounded by fruits and natural foods instead of chips, cookies, and cakes and all of that. So you know what I'm saying? So eliminate it from your house. Practice self-discipline. Write down, if it's a goal, what I'm saying, write it down every day. I will not eat junk food. I will stay away from junk food or whatever. Write it down so it's like it's conscious, so you're consciously aware of it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be you know what I'm saying? If you really want to be disciplined, you got to focus your mind on this. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, I want to be healthier, or I want to eat healthier, and then not actually focus on it and take it seriously. You actually have to commit to it and make it conscious. So yeah, so just eliminate it from your crib. You know what I'm saying? You don't need it. Uh, when you're out and about, try to make the healthier choice. There's nothing wrong with eating junk food now and then. You know what I'm saying? This is life. You gotta enjoy your life. Eat. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want a cookie now and then. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you know what I'm saying? You don't want to make it a habit. So just keep it out of your house. Uh, stay consciously aware. When you're consciously aware, you'll be more increasing your chances of you saying no when you actually see it. You know what I'm saying? Tie some type of motivation to it. You know what I'm saying? Think about, before you pick up that bag of chips, think about, you know what I'm saying? Think about the skill level you want to be at, how good you want to be. If you really want to be good, then you know that you shouldn't be in this bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to eat a fruit instead. You know what I'm saying? You want to be better than the other guy that's eating the chips. You want to have that advantage. You know what I'm saying? Put the chips down. All right. So yeah, just practice self-discipline and set yourself up for success by eliminating junk food from your area. All right, next question from Zach Levine: Will plyometrics alone gain you the inches you desire, or is there other things you must do to gain them in a weight room? Plyometrics alone, I guess, if done properly, yes, they can get you the inches you desire, but I recommend you do some type of weight training, or it could be body weight training, but just some type of strength training to keep your muscles, maintain your muscle strength, and continue to increase your strength, because plyometrics put some strain on your joints, and if you don't have the muscles to back them up, you know what I'm saying, take some of that strain off of your joints, then could lead to some type of injury. So you definitely want to combine plyometrics with some form of weight training, whether it's getting in the weight room or just doing body weight exercises, which is what I do. All right. Next question from Kyrie Cross 2. Hey Trey, I work on my ball handling like every day, do the basic fundamental drills. How come in some one-on-one or pickup games my ball handling isn't as tight as it is when I'm practicing? What do I need to do to make my ball handling more tighter, quicker, stronger? Um, what you can do is you can increase the difficulty of your drills. Okay, so you said you do the basic fundamental drills. Well, it seems like you've surpassed that. You know what I'm saying? It's not giving you the benefits you want anymore. So now you have to make those drills more difficult. What that means, probably, do some two ball handling drills. So you need two basketballs and do some drills with two basketballs. Increase the difficulty, close your eyes when you're doing your drills, put one hand behind your back, you know what I'm saying? Anything to increase the difficulty, make it harder. Um, you know, Basically make it hard to the point where you're losing the ball all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's how hard your drills need to be. You want to actually be losing the ball when you're doing your drills. So do them fast. Make it difficult, make it tough, make it tougher than the pickup games. All right, that's what the elite athletes do. They make their practice harder than the actual game. So when they get in the game, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? That's the mentality you need to have. So make your drills tougher, make them harder, do them faster, do them quicker, and be more consistent. Put more time into it, put more effort into it. Take it more seriously. All right, go harder. Next question, KB Titan 24. Yo Trey, thank you for answering my question on the previous Q&A. I have another question. My quads, calves, hamstrings, and my overall lower body is very toned and muscular. No, and my calves are bigger. What does this mean? Um, it just means, you're gifted. It just means you're blessed to have, what I'm saying, very toned and muscular lower body. Okay, and I guess, it's probably natural. You didn't have to do a lot to get that. So, what I'm saying, you're blessed. Take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? Just continue to train, work hard. You know what I'm saying? We all got our own different gifts. Some people, just look at LeBron. You know what I'm saying? LeBron just has like a amazing physique. You know what I'm saying? And it's just God given. You know what I'm saying? And he's able to do things that a lot of people can't do. Everybody has their own gifts. You know what I'm saying? Stephen Curry has an amazing jump shot, and then he also practices, so it makes it even crazier. Michael Jordan was very gifted athletically. He said he didn't even really do too many plyometrics coming up. He even in one video he said he used to just ride his bike. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't do too much to increase his vertical, but you know what I'm saying, he had a gift, you know what I'm saying, a gift from God. So it's a blessing. So you're blessed to have a muscular lower body, so just be thankful for that and just keep training. Next question from Average Player. How were you able to play like T-Mac? What did you do in particular? Basically, I just, try to be like him. Like, I try to copy his jump shot, like literally. I try to shoot exactly like him. I copy his moves, copy his swag. Like, I would have the leg sleeve, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be just like T-Mac. And then, as I got older, I started to realize, like, it's cool to, like, pattern your game off of certain players, like, you know what I'm saying, learn from certain players, but you don't necessarily have to be them, because in reality, you can't really be anybody. You don't have the same genetic makeup, you don't have the same mental, mentality, you don't have the same background experience. You know what I'm saying, you weren't grown up the same, so you can't be this exactly like someone, but you could learn a lot. You know what I'm saying, I learned a lot from T-Mac, and you know what I'm saying, it helped me to enjoy the game of basketball. Like, I had fun trying to be like T-Mac. Like, it was fun. So you know what I'm saying, I just did what I did. And so I just watch videos of him, watch his game, and just try to copy what he was doing, pretty much. All right, next question. KB Titan 24. Hey Trey, I heard coaches don't like players who take difficult shots. Since I'm trying to be good at some of Kobe Bryant's signature moves, I always make the fadeaway my go-to move, and I drain it in 75% of the time, which means I need to do a lot of reps and footwork like him. Do you think if I am very consistent with the fadeaway and some of Kobe's moves, and I'm very athletic, do you think the coach would let me use it? Also watch some Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon, like their footwork and fundamentals, because I'm trying to pattern my game after Kobe. Thanks. All right, so just one thing I want to say is, like, when you give me a question, like, try to shorten it up, because when it's long like this, it's like it's kind of like confusing for me to find out like what exactly you want to know. So try to shorten up your question a little bit, but I think I understand what you're trying to say here. You basically trying to say, um, you like the Kobe fadeaway. You know what I'm saying? But coaches don't like to see that. So, will they let you use it? Um, I think first, well, what you got to do is you got to gain their trust. Like Kobe, the reason he's able to do those moves is because he's gained the trust of his coach, and his coach knows he can make them, and his coach knows that if he takes Kobe out of the game, like the replacement is not going to be that great. You know what I mean? So basically, you got to become great. Like you got to become the man. So basically, your coach, even if you take those shots, your coach is not willing to take you out because he knows that, the second string, whoever he has to bring in for you, the other option is not as good as you, even when you're taking those shots. So you definitely, I wouldn't, do use those moves until you've gained that trust from your coach. You know what I'm saying? They really don't like to see those moves unless they want to see you do the basic stuff first. Like if you're hitting regular jump shots, you can get to the basket. Your ball handling's tight. You got good basketball IQ. If you show them that they can trust you, then they'll trust you. You know what I'm saying? And then you can start to like do, Kobe fadeaways and stuff, and show them what else you can do. You know what I'm saying? And you want to show them this stuff in practice too. Show them in practice first before you start doing it in the game, because you might scare them. You know what I'm saying? You start doing Kobe fadeaways in the game, like, and they never seen you do it before. Well, you better make them, but that's the first thing. Because if you don't make them, they're gonna take you out. You know what I'm saying? But because I remember I used to be in high school, I used to shoot fadeaways, and my coach didn't really like it, but when it went in, he didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as it goes in, it's no big deal. But you know what I'm saying? Just be aware that coaches don't really like to see those difficult shots. But if you're making it at a high percentage, and you can do all the other stuff, all the other fundamentals, then you should be good to go. All right, and keep watching the Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon videos. Looking at footwork and fundamentals. That's very important. So respect. Keep doing what you're doing. Next question from Michael Jordan, the GOAT. If you don't have any money and you want to jump or have similar athleticism like Vince Carter, for example, can you do the vertical jump prime ebook for long term, or do some research to add some exercises to gain a 40 plus vert? All right, so the vertical jump prime ebook, that's a workout that I used to increase my vertical jump to the point of dunking. But it's mainly, I would say, is more at a foundation. Like it's a foundation. Like that's where you start. You start with the exercise in the vertical jump prime ebook. Eventually you're going to outgrow them. Like your body's going to outgrow the exercises. You're going to have to increase the intensity. There's different ways to do it. You can add more exercises, you can add more reps. Like you say, you could do research to go find exercises, and you might want to get in the gym, increase your overall strength with weight training. You know what I'm saying? So you start with the exercises in the vertical jump prime ebook. You probably add a couple inches to your vertical jump. You know what I'm saying? Look at some of the tips in there. Some of the stuff will help you increase your vertical jump instantly. And then if you start to keep doing the workouts, and then if you start to see like the results are starting to dip, like you're not seeing the results you were getting, you would like to see, then that's when you go out, you do some research, and you find out what else you can do to add to the workouts to make them more customized for you, and make it more, you know what I'm saying, keep the results coming in, make them more consistent. All right, so you know what I'm saying, you definitely want to start with a vertical jump prime ebook. It's better than nothing, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? You always want to be doing something. You never want to be just sitting back, relaxing, hoping that you find some magic workout that's gonna work for you. You want to always be training, but always be researching as well. You know what I'm saying, on ways to get make your workouts better and get better results. Good question. All right. So that's the last question for this Q&A. Thanks for sending your questions. If you have any more, you know what I'm saying, just leave a comment below, or you can send me an email. Doesn't really matter. Or you can message me on the Facebook page, or whatever you want to do. But yeah, I'll try to do another Q&A next week. Make sure to click the links in the description to grab your free copy of the Vertical Jump Prime ebook and Elite Training Secrets Report. If you haven't grabbed a copy of Beast Mode Handles, I recommend you do it. It's only $7. I will increase the price next week. All right, so you got a couple more days before you can get it for $7. Go ahead and do that. And thanks for watching this video. Peace.